guys, MARKO here from the VATICANTS, and welcome to a really fun video today. We're going to do something that that a lot of us probably have done or we're thinking about doing at some point. We're going to replace a PCP board on a Les Paul with a hand-wired harness, in this case from my good friend Lonnie at CreamTone, which you know I'm a big fan of. It just arrived today. I told him I'll do a little review at his own risk, because you know how direct and honest I can be about gear. But you know, I have a beautiful 50s tribute here, which is a drop-dead gorgeous guitar, especially if you were lucky to get a good one. And I put you know, a little bit better hardware on there and had my tech trick it out. And I tell you, I have $2,000–3,000 Les Pauls that don't play any better than this. I absolutely love this guitar, but the PCP board does have its limitations. Which is, you know, which is interesting because it comes with 490, 498 pickups, which are phenomenal pickups, the same as you get on a, you know, $5,000 Les Paul Custom. But, you know, the PCP board does limit it. And I wanted to actually do it before and after to see if you get like a really great harness, such as something like from CreamTone or wherever you're going to get it from, if it makes a big difference or not. And before we do that, let's actually have a look inside and see what we're talking about, and then I'll show you a quick little sound issues with respect to the PCP boards, and then we'll have Max come over, do his little soldering magic, and see if it makes a difference. You know, we'll be going through a 410 JVM Satriani head, which is a great little before and afters. We'll keep the sound exactly the same. But first, let's actually have a look at the PCP board and actually open the package that CreamTone sent and see what's actually in there. Check out these two beauties here. If you remember, the one on the left was my custom AFD build. And on those we did, by the way, look at those incredible aged hardware, that we put on here. We custom filed the slats just specifically for this guitar, the slash pickups. Lonnie did from CreamTone send me this custom plate with my dad's signature. Incredible stuff. Even here, the aging was just phenomenal. I was very impressed, and I mentioned that in my last review because I had a hard time getting good aged stuff to the point where I was desperate enough just to call Gibson themselves. But that's one of the big parts. The company like CreamTone won me over, because I'd much rather support a business like that than, you know, obviously the big dogs, which are doing well. And this was a big deal for me, finding good aged hardware. But look what we did here, if you remember. And this is obviously just pure guitar porn. You know, we did the PIOs, paper and oil capacitors, 59 bumblebees, and this is just, I mean, you saw in that review how incredible it made this guitar sound. Unfortunately, on this beauty here, we don't have that. What we have is this. Yep. So I'm excited to see how the Black Beauties, 1960s Black Beauties will compare to the 59. And if you get good pickups, like, you know, the Seymour Duncan Alnico 2s, in this case, the slash that I have on here, and you put something like the 59 PIOs in there, it'll just crush it on sound. So I'm really excited to see what difference it will make on the 490 and the 498. Obviously, going twice 59 didn't make sense, so what we're doing is we're gonna go 59 on this as we did, and 1960 here. But let's see first what we ordered, so it gives you a reference point whether we end up getting it from a store like CreamTone or elsewhere, because I ordered a very interesting option with a woman tone. So I'm here on CreamTone's website, and electronics, wiring, harness. You see, here's the problem. I'm pretty educated about these things, but when you talk to people like guys that do this stuff for a living, whether it's Lonnie at CreamTone or whoever, These guys are educated on a whole different level. And so I'm sitting here and I'm looking at all these things and they all look beautiful and awesome, and I don't know what to do, what to get. 5960, 2008, 1972, 1288. So he walked me through it, and that was one great thing. We spent almost an hour on the phone, and we decided that what would work really well with the 490, 498, and especially already having the 59, will be a set of the Black Beauties, just to complement what we have in the other guitar. And this is obviously gorgeous stuff right there. What we did do, obviously you don't have a PIO option here for the obvious reasons, because it's not a Bumblebee capacitor. But what we did do here is install the woman tone. And what that does, and I'm really excited to find out, is it kind of gives you that Clapton cream thing where the neck tone basically just has two settings, completely on or basically off, and you get that awesome lead tone as Lonnie described it to me. So I'm really excited to see what that does. You have a good description here. Optional woman tone mod is available. And refers to the smooth dark sound associated with Clapton's lead tone in the late 60s, which I really love. I love Clapton, but I love early Clapton. It's a lower value cap at 0.01 range, which I figured, and it's neck position only. So if you roll off the tone knob all the way, you can kind of really dial it in right there. And I guess between 3 and 10, it doesn't do much. So you really kind of have two options. So I'm really open to that. And when he described it to me, I was very, very interested. So let's check out the packaging and see what that looks like. And in here must be the magic. I just realized I have two packages that arrived today. I blacked out my address so you guys can't stalk me. Yeah, like you're gonna fly all the way to Hollywood to do so. Let's open them and see what we got. I used my scissors wisely, and that's what was in the second package. A super cool CreamTone shirt, man. That is really cool. I didn't even order that, so really cool for Lonnie to send me one of those. You know, I'm totally gonna wear that when we do our comparison. That's super sweet. And remember, whether you order your parts, your harness from CreamTone or wherever, it doesn't matter. But you know, at this point, obviously, I'm a huge fan just because of the customer service, which nowadays is rare. But that's super cool, man. Thanks, Lonnie. Really appreciate that. I love me a good shirt. Can even wear that on NAMM next week. But this right here, guys, is what it's all about right here. Let's check it out. We're gonna open this. Forgive me as I do this one-handed, because this is where the magic happens. And whoop-up, it is early Christmas. Love this, built on music. That's the CreamTone logo right here. Yeah, I love this. This is really cool stuff. This is great because if you know the company, they really care about what they do, and that just makes me appreciate it the more. But at the end of the day, it's about this right here. Here's the wiring. And the best part is, you know, Max is an hour away. So when he gets here, this is going to be really, really interesting to see what he has to say, because, you know, me being a fan is one thing, but see what my tech says, you know. Got the receipt there. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh, yeah. Extra cable to be able to get to the pickup switch. And are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, your guitar is only as good as this right here. Oh, wow. Check this out. And I'm gonna get this up right here. You would think wiring a guitar is just, you know, you just rewire it, but there's so many different schools of thought on this, and look at that. Oh yeah. I mean, this is good stuff. This is what I call guitar porn right here. Wow. Look at that. And again, you know, I'm looking at this and it's like, you look at a beautiful sports car, you know, you sometimes forget it's what's under the hood that matters. And this is so well and beautifully done to the eye, but at the end of the day, it's how does it translate into sound. So what I want to do is right now I'm going to open up a beer and just wait till Max gets here, and then we'll get his opinions on the craftsmanship, installation instructions, and then, you know, last but most definitely not least, the sound. All right, so before we have Max come over here and do his magic and see the huge differences that hopefully this will make, let me show you what I'm talking about and where you can kind of expose the PCP board with respect to its shortcomings. And then let's see what difference it makes if we go the wired route. So check this out. I have everything on 10. And this is where the guitar truly shines. So we're gonna start with the bridge into the neck. Check this out. I'm completely dry. I mean, there's nothing. We're basically, everything's bypassed, cable straight into the 410. Great stuff. Neck. So you're telling yourself, this sounds awesome, which it does, so where's the issue? Well, check it out. Great growl, right? Well, watch what happens when I put everything on 5. Volume, tone. Check this out. Ouch. That's about as muddy as you can get. And lifeless. Notice how the two barely even have a difference. Basically what you're doing is you have this great engine, but you don't have the right cylinders powering it. And it sounds, if I go here on a 3, watch this. When I keep the tone on 5, it's completely lifeless and it isn't letting any high pass frequencies go through either. So it's terrible. On the neck it sounds especially bad. That is terrible. It is so muddy, it is brutal. And it sounds like you put a blanket in front of the amp almost. So yeah, well, I'm about to call Max. Let's see what the magic will be once we put in those black beauties. I mean, I'm dying to find out. All right, we're here with the Max Master. What's up, dude?
What's up?
What's up? Max has been with me for a few years. He's a killer guitar player, man, and mods all of his guitars and mine and everything.
Taking out this junk.
Yeah, dude. You know, real quick, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but when you see the PCP board, and you know, obviously we're upgrading the wiring, but why would you do that? So for people that don't know or haven't done it before, what exactly is the point besides obviously the sound differences it makes?
This is what was in all the originals. Everything. You want the exact tone, why wouldn't you go with the original parts? I'm just not a huge fan of all the electronics in there, all these modern PCB boards. It's just different. Yes, this is functional, it's great, but modifying it,
I took a video, man, and
not fun.
It sounded terrible and muddy when I started rolling it off. On full volume, it sounded great. I can really tell the difference between them. But then when I rolled it down, I kind of felt like it was super exposed on the muddiness. Is that a correct assessment where a real harness makes a big difference?
It'll make a huge difference. Real caps in there.
500K pots, I know we have on that.
Old school. Yeah, same value of the pots. You're just throwing out all this garbage in between, getting straight down.
Got it.
Good stuff. 99% done.
Wow. Give me some sound. Guys, we're going through a $49 ramp. Listen to this.
That's that woman tone. Here we go. Tone all the way off.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. Bro, that is sick.
It's got the sound.
Show me with the tone on the woman tone, man.
Tone on.
Holy smokes, this is a
switches
freaking,
back in
this
yet?
is all we're using. Oh, that is disgusting. Wow. Holy smokes. Guys, this is an $800 Les Paul, man. That sounds better than some of my $3,000 shit. Wait till we plug this into the freaking Marshall right there, or even better, the that Mesa Boogie JP2C. Oh my goodness.
We'll wake it up.
Bro, that sounds sick, don't you think? What do you think?
It sounds amazing.
Sick! Guys, here we are. Look at this. This is a work of art. Oh yeah. Max, you killed it, brother. You killed it. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have a beer and celebrate, and then tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and restring this beauty. And then, guys, this puppy is going into this right there. And if all goes according to plan, the rest is history. All right, guys, a quick surprise. Look who I have here, man. My buddy Stan, what's up, dude? The co-creator, admin, and my best buddy from Brooklyn came to our show, the Vaticans, and does a little special appearance for this review, which means a lot to me because the first time we get to do something together. And I said, hey, you know, I didn't get to plug this thing in before our big show last Saturday. And before I get to do it, I figured, hey, why put this guy to work? He's just here doing nothing. And here's the best part. This is the first time we're plugging it in. So he saw the wiring, he saw the thing I filmed so far, but you haven't played it yet, right?
Nope.
So, man, this is a big moment for me, and we're really, really stoked. So what I'm about to do is the Marshall is warmed up, as you can see there. We turned it on about 2 minutes ago. The tubes should be worn. And this is the first time we're going to try to test the CreamTone 1960s wiring. And Stan knows this guitar really well. So for you guys to remember, this is the 59, and this is the 60s with the Black Beauties. And Stan, you know these Black Beauty capacitors?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Excellent. Even better, man. So I'm really stoked that I get a chance to sit back and actually enjoy this from a third-party view, which I really, really do. So Stan, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's see. How are you going to start? What are we going to do? We know on the neck is the woman tone, right? So, which we heard a little bit earlier on that when we watched the video from that little Marshall that Max tried. So you only should have two real settings on the tone, I guess. One tone on 10 and a different kind of tone on 0. And the bridge should work regularly, right?
I'm assuming.
So let's try this, man. All right, are you ready?
Nope.
No? Excellent, even better. We're doing this in real time, so none of us really know what this is going to sound like. All right, put the volume all the way down.
Okay, it's all the way down.
And here we go. Check this out. All right, and we are about where are we at here? I'm gonna go loud, man, or loud for at least our purpose here. We're going direct. Actually, I'm gonna turn off all the effects loops, so we are completely dry. Stan, you are free to go.
That's just the neck.
What's that? That was the neck? That's a Les Paul tribute, guys. Wow. And mind you, we're going, there's no reverb delay, nothing. This is dry. Man, this sounds effing sick, man. I gotta keep this PG-13. Now what I want to do, Remember, Stan and I earlier watched the whole video where when I had it on 5 on everything, on all 4, it sounded really, really, really terrible. So let's go to, actually go to the bridge, because we know on the neck we only have 2 settings, and I want to wait for the woman tone just a second to see, because that should be like the cherry on top. But go to 5 on the bridge, on everything.
This is 5.
This is 5? Wow. 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 Holy moly. Wow.
It's just a little bit rolled off.
A little bit rolled off. What do you have it now?
So like 7.5 and 7.5.
Now, if you remember, that sounded like shit before on the PCP board, and here, wow. I mean, you can totally tell the difference, I mean, from a mile away. I know this guitar well. Oh, wow.
Cleans up very beautifully, right?
Holy moly. So, Stan, if you remember, when you saw that video I showed you earlier, when we were on a 5 or 2 here, let alone, we were basically even losing signal. We had no high end whatsoever. So he's on a 2.5 here. He's on a 7 here. And listen to that tone, man. Oh, wow. Holy shit. What do you think?
Sounds fantastic, man.
It's sick, huh? Wow! Remember how that high end was completely gone with the PCP board? That's an incredible difference, guys. And I'm so happy I get to enjoy this later. Wow. This, guys, competes easily with a $6,500 59 reissue, man. This is incredible. Holy moly.
Amazing.
Wow, that's pretty dope, man. All right, let's check out the woman tone. So woman tone, if you remember, should be on 0, a Clapton-y type of cream, which I kind of got the vibe a little bit on that little Marshall. So let's go, you know, let's go in full 10 with everything up. Everything up. All the way down. Go on 10 here and 10 here, and then give me the same lick a couple of times, and then turn the volume all the way down. Just like a single lick. Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. So if this is all the way down, and we'll turn this all the way up, there's your Clapton-y cream kind of. Nice. Yeah. Wow. The way it lets high frequencies pass through at lower volumes is absolutely incredible. Right there, you can tell the difference, yeah. Sick. Sick. Guys, that's the difference that wiring makes, man. What do you think?
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, and you earlier explained to me a big difference between the PCP board and whichever wiring you're gonna get, whether it's CreamTone or whatever your favorite jam is. What was one of the main things that you pointed out to me?
It was really the difference between modern and the 50s style wiring. Whereas in modern, the tone pot kicks in before the volume, which basically it differentiates how the tone, rolling the tones works between the two wirings. In 50s, the tone pot comes after the volume, so it has different characteristics. It basically opens up the guitar and makes it just, you know, sound more open, I guess.
Yeah.
And
well, we could tell the difference right away on the tone. I mean, the moment you went on 2 here and 3 there, it was, I mean, even I could tell right away.
that sounds definitely more open.
And these, and it's a shame because these are really good pickups. I mean, these are $490, $498, the same pickups you get with a Les Paul Custom. I mean, which is a $5,000 guitar. You know what I mean? So the fact it deserves to have the right wiring to give it all the thing that this engine can do, and I think now it has. Man, I can't wait to plug this thing in, man.
Yeah, man, plug it in,
bro. Good to have you here, man. Stan is moving from New York to LA now. Woo! He's got
Go
the hat.
Dodgers!
Go Dodgers!
Well, guys, there you have it. That actually worked out great. I just watched the video that I did with Stan, and it really blew me away because I was so lucky to be able to watch him play it and really take in the sound rather than play it myself and kind of have to focus on that. So it was incredible how obvious the differences were, and I hope you heard them as well. And as you can tell, I'm a total fan. I'm proudly wearing the shirt because every time I discover a company that I fall in love with and that does great products, it makes me excited as a player because it's rare. So whether you get your wiring from CreamTone or wherever you do, obviously I highly suggest CreamTone because of the customer service that I've gotten, and I'm not even endorsed by them, and I'm a fan. So what does that tell you? But most importantly, as Lonnie at CreamTone will tell you, at the end of the day, it's about sound. And wherever you get your wiring harness, the point I'm trying to make is look at the incredible difference this made and how it turned a $900 or $800 Les Paul into something now that I can play on stage, that sounds great, feels great. Even my brother Stan said that this was one of the nicer models that I got lucky and got from Sweetwater. It was just, you know, they were a little hit and miss, but this one is just nice. You know, I put nice hardware on there. It's just an incredible instrument. And on February 8th, I'm actually going to play this thing live. It is incredible how good of a guitar this is, and it proves that for $1,000, $1,100, if you're willing to put in a little bit of work, you can just have an amazing instrument, incredible value for the money. And as soon as I'm done with this review and I post it, I'm actually going to plug it back into the Marshall and really enjoy this thing. So I hope this helped you in deciding how to rewire it, with what kind of harness. If you have any questions, post it in the comments. I have a great relationship now with Lonnie and CreamTone that I look forward to building even further over the coming time. And for me, it's really nice to have a go-to place when it comes to modding the guitars that I have, because that's kind of like the next step up when you get experienced as a player. You want to start personalizing your guitars, and I've come to find that wiring is obviously, you know, the engine of the car and one of the biggest impact on sounds. Thank you so much, Lonnie, to you. Thanks for everybody for watching this, and CreamTone for selling me such a great product that I'm really, really excited about. I was a little worried where to go, how to do, and kind of took a risk because I don't know what I'm doing. And it seems like I clearly made the right decision. I hope you see the difference in sounds and it helps you improve your Les Pauls and take them to the next level. I'm going to leave you with our newest video, Ali of Brandt. Please do check it out. Leave a comment, subscribe, and talk with you soon. Marko out.
Past, present, and future. Not this time.